Okay. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Taylor Kittles, and this is my video for the My Favorite Sensation Perception Thing for Dr. B's class. And my favorite sensation perception things are illusions, so I hope you enjoy. First, I'm going to talk about the different types of illusions. So first are optical illusions or visual illusions. And they're illusions where the images perceived through sight can be misleading or deceptive, which causes errors in perception. So for example, the almost checkerboard looking illusion with like the black squares that have like white lines in between them. Some people see like black dots when they look around the different image, so that would definitely be a visual illusion. There are also auditory illusions, which are false perceptions of a real sound or outside stimulus. So one of those examples could be the viral Laurel Yanny thing that happened several years ago. And another type of illusion is tactile illusions, which are illusions that affect the sense of touch. I'm not qualified to talk about these two, so I'm just going to talk about visual illusions. And it seems like vision can override other senses a lot of times. So vision sometimes can override an auditory illusion. Like your eyes can make you believe things that are different than what you're hearing. So yeah, basically vision is dominant, vision is important, vision, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so here are the different types of illusions that I'm going to be looking at. So first is the Muller-Lyer illusion from 1889. So basically, these lines in between the fins are supposedly they're the same length, but to me, they still don't look the same, even though I know they are. So that's the first illusion. The second illusion is the Ponzo illusion from 1913. Same type of deal. This line is the same as this line, even though it really doesn't look like it. This one messes with my brain even more than the Muller-Lyer. But yeah, and then the third illusion is the strawberries illusion from 2017, which was tweeted by Akiyoshi Kitaoka. And it went viral, and there's actually the illusion is that there's not any red in this picture at all, and it's just gray, but it looks red. So so what I did, or what I thought would be fun, is I wanted to test some of these illusions on some of my family and friends. So I sent these illusions to some of them, and I, wanted to get their opinions and see if, they were affected by these kind of things and see what they thought about them. So special thanks to my participants. So the first one is the Muller-Lyer illusion. And so I sent them all the same picture and said, do you think that these two lines are the same length? I got mixed responses. So some said yes and some said no. And then I sent them the dumbbell version of the same illusion, and again got mixed responses. And here were some of their theories. You can pause and read these if you'd like. Some of them are a lot more detailed, and some of them are kind of short and to the point. So they all had different theories as to why this happens. And some of the actual theories to explain this illusion that were discussed in our textbook are the misapplied size constancy theory, which says that 3D size constancy scaling, in this case, is misapplied to 2D objects, or in this case, a 2D picture. So people perceive the fins as belonging to inside and outside corners of a room. So in this case, this would be an outside corner of a room, which would be, I believe it would be perceived as closer. So it's smaller, and then the inside corner would be perceived as further away, so it looks longer, which works fine if it's an illusion like this. Like this line definitely looks shorter than this one. But it doesn't work so well if you have circles on the end instead of corners, because these lines still don't look the same length. So I don't think that theory explains the Muller-Lyer illusion too well. I think the better theory of the two is the conflicting cues theory. which says that our perception of line length depends on the actual line length and overall figure length. So literally this figure is longer, so people just perceive it as longer because the fins are going out. And I don't know, I feel like that one makes the most sense to me, even though I know that these three lines are the same length, but I still don't see them as the same. This illusion gets me every time, and that's why I think it's so cool. Okay, the next illusion that I tested was the Ponzo illusion. And so once again, sent them the same picture and asked if these lines were the same length. Most said no, but a few said yes. And then I asked them what they thought was going on with this illusion. And some of them were getting at the theory that I'm going to discuss in just a second. So I think some of them were pretty spot on with this one. So good job. So the scientific theory that can be used to explain the Ponzo illusion is the perspective hypothesis. I don't know if that's the actual name of it, but I saw this name used in the most places, so I'm just going to go with that, which is that the upper line looks longer because we interpret the converging parallel lines as going into the distance. So almost like train tracks. And we see we perceive the upper line as farther away, so it appears longer. So basically, we're trying to, give three-dimensional cues to a 2D picture. So we're seeing it more like this when it really should just be like this, even though, because the picture doesn't really give us any cues that it is 3D, but we live in a three-dimensional world, so we kind of just guess that it's three-dimensional because we see three-dimensional things all around us, because we're living in a three-dimensional world, and I'm a three-dimensional girl. Okay, that was a tangent, but okay, so the last illusion that we're going to talk about is the strawberries illusion. So I just sent this to two people, and I asked them, what are the color of the strawberries in the picture? Both of them said red, obviously, as any normal person would. And then I said, what if I told you there was no red in this picture at all? And they didn't believe me at first, until I showed them a picture that had a gray color swatch at the bottom, and you cover the top of the picture and you can tell that they are actually gray. And so here were some of their theories. I put this in here just because it was funny. And he was trying to get at something called color constancy, which I'm actually going to discuss right now. So the theory that's used to explain the strawberries illusion is color constancy, which is that the perception of an object's color remains constant even when the illumination of the object is changed. So we're used to seeing strawberries as red, so our brain just wants to see it as red no matter what the lighting conditions are. So we still want to perceive it like this, even if it's presented in a different way. I guess sometimes you really can't believe your eyes. Okay, that was my video. So I don't have anything else to say, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.